dad, he got a job up in Hagleville, Alabama, where I was born, and moved back up there. And I'd kind of come into my own playing football, and come to find out I was pretty good at it. Then one scrimmage after the first year, they were talking about moving me to varsity a year early because I could run the ball and tackle, and I put in the time. You know, most guys after football practice, they'd go home and goof off. I'd go home and run my plays again, make sure I had them down. Anyway, in a scrimmage game, I got clipped, and the old knee, right knee, started hurting. And I continued to play, so I went to the doctor, and they had took x-rays of it, and he thought it was water on the knee. He said, put a heating pad on it and come back 2 weeks. So my mother asked him, said, you mind making an appointment to a bone specialist? And I played my last football game that Friday night. I played the whole time. Even old coach grabbed me by the face mask last quarter. He said, Bennett, he said, why ain't you coming out? I said, I just want to play. Just let me finish playing. So I played the duration of the game, and we lost. You know, but then I went to the doctor that Tuesday, and they had checked me in the hospital. They was going to do a biopsy on that knee that Wednesday afternoon, and they did, and they put me to sleep, and I come out, and they had my knee up in a cast, and they wanted to talk to me. So I went in the room, and I seen the 4 doctors. I figured they was going to tell me what pain pills to take and send me home, and everything's going to be fine. And then finally I just asked him, I said, well, you know, what is it y'all going to do? And one of the doctors, he just looked at the other one. He said, Steve, we're going to have to cut your leg off. And I decided right then that I was going to put a smile on. Things were going to be all right. You know, I was going to be the tough man. I was going to be the one that could handle anything. So anyway, we prayed together that night, and we talked, and I assured them that I was going to be okay. And they assured me that they was going to stay beside my side through this whole thing. You know, things got real hard after that. Learning how to get around one leg, learning how to get in and out of the tub, learning how to accept being different, learning humility. But I wasn't ready to give up. The night before that I went in for surgery, they all got together, the Baptists, Pentecostals, Methodist, all denominations in that little town of 12,000 people got together. And they did a prayer to heal me. And that afternoon when I come out of anesthesia, my Dr. Castleberry was sitting there beside my bed. And he said, Steve, he said, I got the x-rays, I got the tomograms. He said there was cancer there, but when I opened it up, it was gone. And I just looked at him, I said, what'd you do? He said, well, he said, I put everything back in and sewed it back up. So I really think a miracle had happened in my life that day. And when he did that miracle on that lung, that 3rd time I had cancer, I even got mad at God. It's because, you know, if you're going to do a miracle on me, why don't you do it before they take the leg? And so I got a chip on my shoulder about God. And I figured if I'd leave him alone, he'd leave me alone. I didn't want to be God's warrior. I didn't want to be God's knight. And so I jumped into a career that I thought that I would enjoy doing the rest of my life. And that was retail and manufactured homes. And I enjoyed dealing with the people. I enjoyed helping them with their problems. I enjoyed helping them get a home of their dreams. And I enjoyed making stuff like that happen. When I see that because of my little bit of contributions, somebody gets something that they really want. And that's the joy of me. And I also like making money in the commissions too. And then I graduated to a wheelchair. And the wheelchair is faster, easier, safer, a lot more comfortable, and I can do a lot more things. And I bought me a Rottweiler in Shreveport, Louisiana as a puppy, 6 weeks old. And he's been my service dog ever since. He's my compadre. He's a better people person than I am. He's my rock. We're trying to find something to do that we can be meaningful again. The last 15 years has been really an educational year for me. the mask finally come off, and I was left with what I felt and how I felt. I had this anger and this pain, and I wanted to bring God back into my life. So I started doing some soul searching. I went to a lot of different churches. I went to a lot of different people talking to them. But it was just something I never could fill that void that I had lost when I took that mask off. Now, I could be in front of people and you'd think I was on fire. I was just the happiest man in the world. But I started going to this program and they taught me it's okay to have bad days. It's just how you react to them. It's okay to have bad things happen to you as long as you can react to them in a positive way. It's okay to have disappointments. It's okay to be human. It's okay to make mistakes. And that's what I learned. And slowly and surely I started depending on God a little more. And I started letting people know how I felt between my ears. And I started putting God in the right place in my life. Instead of going to God in the bad times, I started going to God in the good times. And the thing that really hits me today is that the power of knowing, the power of not knowing, that's okay too. That's the reason why I'm sitting here today. I'm trying to find me a place doing something to help people again, but maybe in just seeing their value and show them their respect and just share with them, life is good if you want it to be. Sometimes you have to take chances and sometimes you have to put it all out there, like my friend Rebecca told me to do today. I would have never thought to do a video resume, but I thought it was the best way that I could do a resume that would get across why I'm in a wheelchair, my abilities of being in a wheelchair, and my fear of y'all knowing I'm in a wheelchair. I'm looking for my place somewhere.